Good afternoon, everybody. Stephanie Inglis here with our next edition of Live with the Locals. For those of you who haven't tuned in before, this series is something that we started to help reach out to the community and touch base with the locals themselves to see exactly how local business owners have been affected by the ongoing virus situation and the constant adaptations we've had to make. So today we have Dianne Sitar with Dianne Sitar Hair out of Laconia. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. This is an awesome opportunity.
Good. No, we really appreciate it. And it's always good. Like I said, we have all different industries of people coming on, and every industry is kind of affected similarly, but all very different at the same time. So I think it's important to kind of touch on how your business is affected just as compared to someone else's. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your business and where you're located, and we'll start there.
Okay, I'm Dianne Sitar. My business is Dianne Sitar Hair. I'm located on Endicott Street, which is I'm near the Tamarack, and also I'm in the area where Kitchen Encounters is, like a little building with 3 businesses in there. We're in there. And I've been in business now for 9 years. Mm-hmm. And I just recently revamped everything in my salon.
Oh, great.
Yes. So what I do here is, this salon is strictly, we do only balayage, true authentic balayage. There's no foil involved in that. And because of that, that's also much more eco-friendly for us because we're not throwing all those foils away. We do use a wrap, but when you're done with it, it comes in straight into a tiny little ball when we're done with it. So, at least the footprint, we're helping that out a little bit. But balayage is the trend right now, mm-hmm. and it's here to stay. Mm-hmm. And it's a tough one to learn, but once you get it, people, want you for that service. Exactly. So with that, and the other thing that we do that is different is I also do what's called French hair cutting. Okay. That's a different type of hair cutting. We're trained to use British hair cutting here in America. That's how they train us in the schools. And with that, we British hair cutting, you cut from the bottom up on a hair. I don't know if you call it when you're in a salon, they start from the bottom and work up. French hair cutting, we work from the top down. And what that does, it creates a beautiful, seamless, soft, very pretty haircut, and it accentuates your positive features, and it allows you to have numerous ways of styling your hair too, so it can do different styles with that. I have a mannequin here.
Go for it. Sure.
Anyway, this is a French cut. I know it's silly. We're with a mannequin, but
that's okay. It helps.
You can see like the softness, how the ends are softened and it's not very heavy on the ends, and it follows her face shape. See how pretty she is?
Yeah, no, it looks very natural too.
That's the difference with French hair cutting. We cut from the top down and we use your head shape. And so far, everyone that I've done this with is so in awe of how it's their best haircut they've ever had. That's all I hear after everyone comes back. So that's amazing. So together with the balayage and the French cutting, they're both from France, so they go together. And this is the balayage now. This is all hand painted. There's no foil work in this. Okay. Yeah. Again, she came in today for this appearance. See,
no, but it is helpful to see. Oh yeah, no, definitely helpful.
You don't know with that. We get right to the scalp if that's what you want. But also see this, this is more just a more rootier look.
Exactly. And, no, definitely there's a difference.
I train my staff. This is actually done by my staff. I did not.
Okay.
So that's how amazing they're doing. That Tina Corso, she'll be back at work as soon as we get further into coming back.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was going to say haircut.
Oh, perfect.
So I train everybody to do.
Yeah, no, that's amazing.
My claim to fame here.
Okay. That's what differentiates you from everybody else probably in the area. No, I think that's important to know because that's not something I was familiar with too,
A lot of people are not.
No, and it's important to know. So obviously that's your base. That's what you've been doing for so long. How many stylists do you have in the salon?
Right now I have one other, and we're working on bringing on more. I'm building a team
Okay.
now this year. That was my goal,
Yeah.
bring on more members and
Great.
this place hopping some more.
Yeah, exactly. So since obviously, I guess it's a little over a month now, almost 2 months now, things have adjusted and they required, all salons and non-essential
Yeah.
businesses to be closed.
Mhm.
Obviously, that was a direct impact on you. You had to shut doors and
Yes.
literally stop cutting.
Yes. We had to like cold turkey.
Yeah,
And for us hairstylists, we're so used to going here, there, boom, one chair, going to this chair, going to that. For us to be cold turkey like that, that was the hardest part. To like, oh my gosh, we're not going back to work, and then not knowing, that was the biggest part.
yep,
But what I did with that was it took the opportunity, because I don't get 5 weeks off ever.
yeah,
And so I took the opportunity to get education that I hadn't been able to take.
good.
I took 3 business courses, big ones. They were long. I wouldn't be able to do it while I'm working. And also more hair cutting and hair education, and followed my peers as
Mhm.
everybody was doing I also teach balayage. I forgot to tell you that.
Okay.
And I have my peers, and I watched them do all their live videos and live demonstrations. So that
Yeah.
was nice, just having all of us together. And every day on my calendar, I swear, I had all these dates of things to do. It was like, oh, I got to stop. I got to go to this meeting. I go to that meeting. So I just kept busy.
Yeah, no, and I think that's important. I feel like you used your time effectively, and
Yes, you have
it's
to.
probably important for some people to know, a lot of hairstylists may just you get your license and you take your education, but it's important to have that continuing education
Yes,
because
very.
trends change and
Yeah,
styles change, and not, that is important to kind of keep that ongoing. So
yeah.
your doors were closed, and now obviously
Mhm.
since in the past week or so, I guess a little over a week,
Mhm.
the governor released the new dates, and
Yes,
you're as part of the phase in, should we say.
yes,
I know that not just women and men of of everybody's been kind of saying, they're dying to get their hair cut, for men especially, and women, the coloring has definitely been something that they're, eager to jump in on. So now tell us a little bit. I know there's some restrictions. You're opening tomorrow,
yes.
which will be
Well,
great.
to lead into that,
Yeah.
I went without doing my hair. I was in solidarity with my clients for this whole time until about a week ago, because when I knew when we were going to open, I was like, I'm never getting my hair done again,
Yeah.
whenever. So I did this anyway. I now know how important it is to be able to feel good, and
Mhm.
looking good.
Yeah.
I can't wait to make my clients like fresh and lively
Yeah.
again, because I know how they feel now. When I did my hair last week, I was like a whole nother person, like, whoa, so it really means a lot to people having your hair done.
Yeah,
And
confidence
also
for
the
sure.
guys, their men are no different. They've been
No.
calling me like, I'm not open, guys. I'm not open. So
Yeah,
um,
exactly.
them as well, they're probably going crazy too.
Oh,
So I'm opening on a very limited basis. I'm
mhm.
only doing 2 colors a day right now.
Okay.
I have a 10 o'clock and a 2 o'clock.
Mhm.
That's it. If I happen to, and I have a space between that
Mhm.
nobody, I have all online booking.
Mhm.
So I've locked that up for now until I get everyone that
Yep.
and I'm not taking people I don't know right now.
Yep.
That's the tough thing. And so I'm doing that. And we have to get ready. We have to get specialized disinfectants. I have like one for this, one for that, even one for my electronics, because you don't want to wreck your electronics, because there's a mixture
Or
that I found that with alcohol and so on, that it won't ruin your electronics. Cleaning your tools, which that's normal for us anyway. It's
Mhm.
not a major impact for us because we've always done that.
Mhm.
The other, I have, when they walk in, I have where they're going to come in and they're going to sanitize their hands, and there's a mask. I have masks there if they don't have one.
Great.
So I'll get them going, and then obviously I've got to sanitize everything. So that's why I have the gap between them, that I go around and sanitize before the next person comes in.
Yeah.
And again, I've always had a new cape for everyone that sits in the chair. I don't reuse them. I don't like that, never have.
Okay.
So
That's
I don't,
great.
so I don't have to like go out and run and find capes or the
Got
disposable
it.
ones. So I'm happy with that. So
So you're taking, it sounds like you're taking all the precautions, you know, obviously the
yeah, you
time
have to.
spacing for everybody, for the mask wearing for everybody, which will be, the mask wearing is an adjustment just because
Yes.
it is a social time too for a lot of us. I know sometimes when we sit in the chair.
Yep.
And then again, like you said, you're cleaning everything in between
Yeah, when I know that I'm getting ready to go, I'm already on the other side of the salon,
exactly.
you know, and they're not going to touch that again. And then as they go up, we did it for about 2 weeks before we closed up anyway, too.
Oh, okay.
Then it was started. Yeah. So
Good.
yeah.
Now, do you have certain services like you're limited to? Are you limited to like you're only going to have one person in the salon
It's
at one
me
time?
right now. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's it. One, and I lock the door so nobody can come in, walk in and say, hey, I'd like an appointment. You can't do that.
Exactly.
I have a sign on my door. I have signage to help them out. This will come in. It's welcome back. Please wait in your car till I wave you in because I can see all we're close to the cars
Yeah.
anyway. And I tell them, as I've been booking their appointments during this time, I talk to them and say, hey, you got to wear a mask, and this is what we
Yep.
got to do.
Yep. Prepare them.
They'll have these things that I made, you know, just about little signs, you know, how to. I don't even know if you can see that.
Yeah, no, but it's important. I think that's great.
Little signs like that, so they
Yeah.
have that, and you know, I think this is actually a great thing for salons.
Yeah.
Salons need to buck up and sanitize.
Exactly. And
all the time.
it's a reset. Yeah, exactly. It's a reset for everybody.
Yeah.
And even though this may be on the extreme end, and in, you know, in future months, we hope obviously we're not going to have to wear a mask every time we get our hair cut.
No.
But at the same time, you take the preventatives, and people are okay with that as long as, you know, we can get our hair cut, we feel confident again. I know what you mean about that feeling. It is the feeling when you get your hair done is definitely, it's just, you just feel better about yourself. I know exactly what you mean.
Every time I do it now to just see their face. It's
exactly.
It's neat enough when they're on a regular basis, when their hair is done and they're all like, you know, duck lipping in the chair and go, you know, they think, no, that like, you know, you've succeeded, but this is going to be something even more major because they haven't seen.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So like you mentioned, right now you're not taking new clients, obviously, just because of the demand and catching up on appointments from before and whatnot. But I would encourage people, your website is great. So Dianne Sitar, is it DianneSitarHair.com? Okay, I just want to, DianneSitarHair.com. And
Dianne with 2 N's.
Oh yeah, no, that's important. Thank you for noting that. And we'll have all of your information will be in our post as well too, so they can find you. But yeah, check out the website. And then if someone is interested that, you know, maybe want to be a new client, it's obviously not, this isn't hopefully going to be forever. This is a temporary thing.
No, I'm looking down like probably June-ish. I will take on new people.
Yep.
You know, one at a time.
Yeah, and exactly. It's like everybody else is doing. We're kind of, you have your own comfort levels and what you want to do, and then the state allows certain things, and we'll probably have more and more, you know, chances for openings and things like that as long as things change. So everybody takes it day by day and sees what we can do. But I had never heard of a French haircut, or I've heard of balayage, but
nobody around here has.
Yeah. So and you have examples on your website as well?
Pretty much everybody on my Instagram.
Yeah.
My Instagram is loaded with all. That's all I do is balayage and French haircut. So that's my work all the time.
Awesome. Well, and I think that's great, so people can kind of see and compare. And with the craziness, I think you've adjusted well. You already had your online set up, so at least that system was in place, which is great to have that ahead of time. But I think for a lot of people, just getting back to the normalcy of getting their hair done and feeling good about themselves is going to be a huge weight off their shoulders. And
I'm excited.
And I really, go ahead.
I'm excited for them. I can't wait.
Exactly.
To feel whole again.
I know, and everybody, the joke has always been like all these women are walking around with their true colors out because everybody's got you know, the roots and whatnot, but you know, we're in it together, and we can laugh about it at some point, but I really appreciate you joining me
Thank
We'll
you
link
so
all
much.
of your sites right to the post, and you'll be able to come check out your work. And I'm excited to kind of see the difference too as well. So thanks so much for the mannequin demonstrations.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Awesome.
thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Stephanie.
All right, thanks. Have a great day.
You too.